This is the video for Friday, March 12th. What career would you like to have after high school or college? What about that career is attractive to you? Complete the sentence. My ideal career is because that is in your notes, so go ahead and do that. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be about choosing a career. These are some factors that you would consider when choosing a career. What do you enjoy doing? How important is money to your life plans? How important is power to your life plans? How important is having a family to your life plans? How much risk are you willing to take? How much school do you want to do and pay for? What careers do your family and others around you have? How are your high school grades? And then do your answers allow you to choose your chosen career? Why or why not? So I want you to go ahead and pause this video, and then underneath each question, or even next to each question if you want, in a different color, answer each question. I don't need a ton of detail, anything like that, but just give me maybe a few things you enjoy doing, and how important is money? It's very important because, or it's not that important. It's not the most important thing because whatever. So pause the video for a little bit so you can answer these questions. Now, whenever somebody asks me about careers that they are interested in, I ask them two sets of questions. I ask them to make two lists. One list is their passions, and the other list is their talents. So this is not in your notes, but I would encourage you while you're thinking about careers to just think about this. If you want to add this in your notes, you are absolutely welcome to do so. But a list of passions and a list of talents. So for me, my passions: family, sports, helping people, traveling, promoting responsibility, and those are the things that I'm passionate about. And then my talents are things like organization, critical thinking, teaching, writing, and communication. And your career, it would be awesome if you could have a career that mixes all of those things, everything you're passionate about and everything you're talented at. But that's not necessarily always going to be the case. You're going to look for a couple things you're passionate about and make those into a career, assuming that they use your talents well. If I had helping people and promoting responsibility as two of my passions, but I was not talented at teaching, I would have to find some other way to help people and promote responsibility. But especially those two things really go well with teaching. And then teaching is a great profession to focus on those other three things that I have: family, sports, traveling, right? I get every single evening I'm home with my family. Every single summer I have time off to travel. I enjoy sports, and very rarely is there a sport that's happening during the school day. So I get to watch those sports, and I get to come watch some of you play sports. Less so this year, admittedly, because of COVID. But I love coming and watching sporting events at Greenville High School, and so those talents are all things that led me towards being a teacher. I for a little while I sort of wanted to be a police officer, and helping people or promoting responsibility. Those things were I was able to do as a police officer. But my biggest problem was that it was a problem with family. I had to work shift work. I had to work overnights. I had to work weekends. It was hard to prioritize my family when I was a police officer. And I didn't have those big blocks of time like summer break to go and travel. So it really just depends on what your passions and talents are, and what is the cross section of those things that's going to help you find the career that you are looking for, while considering other things like the previous questions, things like how much school do you want to do and pay for. If you hate school and you do not want to go to college, well, being a teacher isn't probably right for you, even if you have all the exact same things that I have on my list. So you have to consider all those things. Now, consider the steps you need to take to get to your dream career, that dream career that you wrote about in the bell ringer. Do you need a college degree, specific internships? So these are going to be, if you want to end up where I am, you want to end up as a teacher, well, you need to graduate from high school. Then you need to go to college and you need to get a degree in something that has to do with education so that you are able to do your student teaching classes. You need to get your licensure, which in every state is different. It might surprise you, I'm not actually that familiar with the licensure requirements of being a teacher in this state because I became a teacher in California and my credential was able to transfer. So I don't know. I know that it's easier here than it is in California. I just don't know exactly what the plans are. And then you need to get your foot in the door. You need to figure out how to get a job. Maybe that's subbing. Maybe that's getting a job as a coach. Whatever it is, that's going to get you from where you are to being a teacher. Every career is going to have a different path. Maybe you have college required, maybe you don't. But figure out the answers to those questions. And I want you to use the next box to develop a roadmap for how you are going to get from where you are today to where you want to end up. And then the last thing I want you to do is I want you to search job openings and descriptions using websites such as usajobs.gov and jobdescriptions.net. Really, there could be a whole bunch of other things. What qualities and skills must a person working in your career possess? So let's say that you want to be a teacher. You could, here in the Googler, you could type teacher job description. And okay, applictrack.com. I don't know anything about this website. Let's click on it, see how it goes. All right, so this is the job summary. Here's a list of essential functions. Plan, prepare, and deliver lesson plans and instructional materials that facilitate active learning. All right, develop schemes of work. So you can read through this and you can use that to answer the question, what qualities and skills must a person working in your career possess? So not the requirements, not BA or BS degree, nothing like that. But this is knowledge and skills. So let's see. You must have the ability to establish and maintain cooperative and effective working relationships with others, for example. The ability to communicate effectively orally and in writing, so on, so on, so on. So whatever it is that you are searching for, you can use those websites that I included, but you certainly do not have to. You might find something that is more appropriate than one of those websites and use that.